In this short tutorial, we're going to go into how to create an email merge. So in the last couple of videos, we've taken a look at how to put together a letter mail merge. So there's lots of different fields of information that we can change depending on the recipient. With email, it's normally a little bit different because there's fewer information that you need to change. It's normally the recipient's email address and the greeting line, but you don't normally use postal address. So let's take a look at that, what we can do with an email merge. I'm just going to start off with a blank document, so I'm going to click into Word and Control N for new, and I'm going to go up to the Mailings tab. Now I'm going to click on Start Mail Merge and click on Email Messages. Now this changes the view that we've got. So if I go to the View tab at the top, it's no longer print layout, it's web layout, because of course it's not a page of paper, it's going to go into an email, and there's no real size for that. It depends on what size screen you've got. So I'm going to pop back to the Mailings tab and we'll take a look at adding our recipients. Now you can use the recipients in exactly the same way as you do with the letter mail merge. We can select from an existing list, we can even type a new list. But one thing that's quite handy is if you've got contacts already saved into Microsoft Outlook. You don't even have to have Microsoft Outlook open to do this. So I'm going to select this bottom option, and it's going to identify this computer and the email account and how many different individual users I have or contacts I have in Outlook. When I click OK, we can see a list of these 4 contacts and information about them. Now the fourth one here, there's not much to it, and that's because it's a group, so we really just need to focus on the first 3. So we've got Simon, Annette and Abby, we've got their address and their country, but most importantly we've got their email address. So we're going to use these guys. So same as before, now I've got this information, I can add different elements into my email. So I'm just going to put together a quick email to these guys. Okay, no reason for adding the image, but just to show you could have a signature or a logo at the bottom. So I'm going to pop back to my Mailings tab and click to the beginning of my text and just press enter on the keyboard to move that down. So of course I want to greet each individual, and I'm going to select greeting line, and I'm going to have 2, and I'm going to select Joshua. Because this email is quite informal, it's going to my colleagues, we don't need surname or Mr. or Mrs. So the first name will be fine, and again I can preview those just by clicking through. Okay, we're looking good. So I'm going to click OK, and we can see I've got 4 recipients there. I might just go back to select recipients, select my Outlook contact list, and deselect that 4th one because it's not a real person there. Okay, preview my results, and there we go. I can cycle through each person. So when I finish, it's a bit different this time because rather than printing the document or editing individual letters, we're going to send email messages. So I'm going to select that option, and it's going to merge to an email. So the message option, where's it going to? These are all the fields of information that I've got for each of my contacts, first and last name, and there's some stuff in there even though I don't have information stored under that particular field. The fields of info are still there. Of course the one that I want is email address, and there it is. Subject line, we can add a subject line. The mail format we can specify, so we could send it as an attachment or plain text document, but HTML is kind of the most common there, so we'll do that. We're going to send it to all of the records and click OK. And as soon as you click OK, it will open up Outlook. When you open up Outlook, So when I access Outlook and go into my sent mail, I can see the emails that I sent out to each individual. So this is a great way to create a blanket email that you want to send out if you've got the contacts within your Outlook people category.